Welcome to Motion to Adjourn, the podcast about the work that continues with the Birmingham City Council, beyond what happens on Tuesdays during council meeting.
All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Or in the committee meeting.
Aye.
After the official motion to adjourn, the councilors continue work on behalf of the city and its residents. Welcome to the Motion to Adjourn podcast. I am your host, Anaya Kenyon. I serve as project manager for the Birmingham City Council. Today, we are diving into some of the most significant items that were mentioned during Tuesday's council meeting. On Tuesday, the show cause hearing for Becker Inc., also known as Nana Funk's, was withdrawn after the ownership surrendered their business license to the administration prior to the hearing. The council approved an amendment to the Affordable Housing Redevelopment Agreement with Smithfield Phase 2. This project aims to replace the aging Smithfield Court public housing complex with a mixed-income neighborhood and comprehensive community revitalization efforts. Let's take a listen as Councilor Darrell O'Quinn explains the significance of this project.
You know, putting that sort of investment into one neighborhood is incredible, and certainly something that the Smithfield community deserves. You know, Smithfield has a prominent place in Birmingham's history. It suffered a lot during the civil rights era. There were something like 50 bombings that occurred in that area. It also suffered from the fact that a federal highway was run right through the middle of it. Actually, two federal highways. It's, you know, certainly a deserving community, but Smithfield Court is the oldest public housing community in the city of Birmingham. Was built in 1937 and largely remains unchanged. There's been some updates, but still largely looks the same as it did when it was built. The proposed renovations will really not just be housing, but also bring services and other things into that space so that it's more supportive of, you know, real community versus just being housing.
The $50 million Choice Neighborhood Grant awarded in 2023 is part of a $300 million revitalization effort uniting multiple partners to transform the Smithfield community. This investment will support the addition of roughly 1,100 mixed-income housing units and advance the broader vision for long-term neighborhood renewal. The council voted to extend the operating agreement with Faith Chapel for management of the micro-shelter community. This was a routine procedural step and no additional funds were allocated. Let's hear from Councilor O'Quinn as he explains the process and how this project supports unhoused residents.
I can say it's a beautiful facility. The micro-shelters are very nice. They have electricity, they have, you know, air conditioning, there are shower facilities on site, there's a communal like dining gathering area, you know, and just the grounds are really nice. I mean, it's an excellent use of what was formerly a unutilized parking lot.
For those who may be unfamiliar with the Faith Chapel micro-shelter community, the site includes 15 micro-shelter units, 4 ADA-compliant bathrooms, and climate-controlled common spaces. Through a referral process, residents can stay for up to 1 year while receiving supportive services designed to help them move toward long-term stability. Thanks for listening to Motion to Adjourn. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast to learn more about your city and local government. Also, follow us on our socials on Instagram and Facebook at City Council BHAM. Until next time, stay informed and stay engaged.